Hello and welcome to Syndicate Gaming, where I have a very special video today. I am going to be unboxing the Battle for the Throne Wakanda Rivals panel. It's finally here in all its glory. I think we've known about this for almost a year, which is a pretty long time for MCP to know about a product and not get it yet. But it's finally here. It's awesome. It's in this giant box. It's like comically large. Like here it is next to my head. It's huge. Um, so there's just a few quick notes I want to go over before we jump in. Uh, Channel's been doing really well. I want to thank everybody for watching and liking and leaving comments. The next best thing to do would be to subscribe. I think it's like 80% of people that watch are not subscribed, and subbing really helps the channel and helps me do more stuff like this, which I would really like to do. I would really like to upgrade my like camera because I don't think the resolution is going to be the best on this, but oh well, I'm just doing the best I can here. So yeah, please sub. Uh, yeah, with all that out of the way, let's get into it. So you'll see right here that I pay $99.99 for this. Well, actually, I paid $90 because my local game store gives me a 10% discount for like their loyalty program. So we're gonna get into whether this is worth the $90 or $100 price tag, with all the various items you get. So for those who don't know, you get King T'Challa, who's a new version of Black Panther, and you get Killmonger Usurper, who's a new version of Killmonger. Which I did breakdowns of both of these characters just within the last week. So go check those out if you want to know more about Flesh. So that's in this nice plastic wrap here. I'll take it off. All right, so there's the cover. You also get this giant, awesome waterfall terrain with them dueling on it. Hopefully you can see that. There's just some information on the side there, but on the back, there's the back of the box. To the victor, the crown. I think that's kind of blurry. Oh well. So it says you get one Black Panther miniature, one Killmonger miniature, two bases, one waterfall, which I think is hilarious. It's just one waterfall, guys. Even though it's a giant waterfall. Uh, Two character stat cards, four team tactic cards, and one token sheet. All right, well, let's just crack on into this. Open it up. So there is the inside of the box. A lot of empty space, actually. So, and there's the cardboard divider to split up the screws from the cards so the cards don't get damaged. Holy moly, that's a lot of plastic. All right. So I think this is the waterfall, all in a bag by itself. And then this is Killmonger and Black Panther. Uh, get a bag. Holy cow, that's a lot of cards. Oh, you must get all the languages. I think they're doing that now. I was like, aren't there only four team tactic cards? Okay, so let's put this aside for a second. You get this insert credits, all the people that work at AMG that we love. The Wills, Sarah, Andrew, Michael. It's awesome. So read this first. You need to scan this like QR code to get the uh, build instructions. Saw their social medias. Pictures of Killmonger and Black Panther, so you know how to build and paint them. All right, so let's start with the models, the character models. So they're on one sprue. There's the sprue. You can see that. I think most of the like value of this box is the waterfall. Because Black Panther and Killmonger by themselves, if there was no waterfall, they'd probably be like 40 to 50 bucks. It looks like you have multiple head options for both of them. I'm trying to get this to work. There we go. So you can see Killmonger's mask, which I think is the way I'm gonna go. He also has his bare head. I think this is the back of his head down here. And then this, I think, is T'Challa's bare head, if I'm not mistaken. And that's his helmet or mask. I might do T'Challa maskless and Killmonger with the mask. Just to break up T'Challa from classic Black Panther who has to have the mask. But I think both are really cool. Although, if they're fighting over the throne, they should be in full armor, right? So like the theme of this box is that, it's obviously Black Panther versus Killmonger at I think it's called Warrior Falls. Yeah, Warrior Falls and fighting over who should be king. And it's up to you, the player, person who bought this box, to decide who's going to be ruler of Wakanda. So they both have leaderships based on who you picked. I think Killmonger has the better leadership for Wakanda. I think T'Challa has the more interesting leadership, but it's ultimately worse. So there's the waterfall. I really hope this is coming out okay. I'm not a professional. I'm just doing this for fun. There's all these plants you can put on it, the statues. They all look really nice. There's the back of it. And it stands on the water, which is really cool. You have these awesome sculpted water bases for both Killmonger and Black Panther. Looks like you don't get any alternate bases, so you either need to get some normal bases out of your collection if you don't like the water, or just stick with the water, which is what I'm gonna do. There's even lily pads on there, like little plants in the water. Focus, there we go. Need to hold it closer. Waterfall. So this right here is where they stand on the diorama. And I don't think there's a way to fill that in built into the kit. What is this piece right here? I guess this is the top. More water. Let me try and get a closer look at this one again. There we go, that looks better. Yeah, the iconic Warrior Falls from Wakanda from the movie. With all these plants on it. You put the statues in. I think the terrain is really cool. There we go. So I need to bring something up with this. Um, and since I now have it myself, this is confirmed because I had seen it online, people that got it early. Um, when you build the waterfall, there's no back to it. There's nothing covering this up right here. So this is what the back of the terrain is going to look like after you're done building it. It literally has the mold injection site. I'm pretty sure is what that is. This is all unsculpted and it looks like it's unfinished, like I paid like $100 for this box, and if Black Panther and Killmonger were $40, that means this terrain is $60. And the back of it is just like not finished. And I think the idea is that you're supposed to like put it on, display and have it like resting against a wall or something so you don't ever see the back. So like this is like a miniatures game where you use terrain and they're even putting out other terrain for Wakanda. So I'm sure people would like to use the, you know, uh waterfall terrain if they could. But I think built out of the box, it's gonna look kind of ugly on the back, to be honest, just being real. So I think if you want to use this on an actual table, you need to do something to like cover this up. And this piece right here sticks out quite a bit. So I was thinking I would just kind of get like a piece of cardboard or like cork and just like fill this in. But with this jutting out, that's like a little bit more work. And like, when you're paying $100 for this, you don't want to be doing extra work to like cover up the lack of sculpting, Like that seems really odd to me. Like the terrain itself looks phenomenal, don't get me wrong, when you're looking at it from the front. When you're looking at it from the back, it's gonna look bad, quite frankly. Um, it's just bizarre. Like I don't know why they made that choice. Like the last box like this with Logan and Sabretooth had that like bunker, the like Weapon X bunker, and that's like a playable piece of terrain. You even got extra little bits, like the motorcycle, and I think you got like some like oil barrels or something. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. Like this is definitely meant to just be like a diorama that you rest against the back of your hobby space, right? Like you're not supposed to play with it. And I think that's kind of a shame because it's so cool. Like having this on the edge of your board. So like this could be like a corner piece, right? Or all the way off to the side. And then you could have like a river flowing through the middle of your board coming from the waterfall. And I think that would be awesome. Like you could build like a jungle or you could have it flow through a city or something. But like if somebody's walking by, they're gonna see the back of this and it's gonna be unfinished. Like I'm like not even sure how you're supposed to paint the back of this. Do you like just leave it black? You paint it the same stone color? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's just really bizarre that it looks like unfinished. Like, I think it would have been easy to just give us a couple of pieces, literally just to fill this in. I think that would have been totally fine. But having to like sculpt it yourself is really strange. All right, so moving on from this, looks really cool. Just kind of some weird decisions being made. So let's look at the cards you get. So you get the stat cards for Killmonger and Black Panther. Start with those. And you get four team tactics cards. If I can get them out of the bag. Oh wait, first let's do these tokens. Uh, please focus. Okay. So it looks like these are the three herb tokens. So those are the herb tokens that Killmonger hands out for his leadership. I think those are really funny looking. It's the first I've seen them. And then these are a bunch of poison tokens, which I think one of Killmonger's cards poisons himself. So I mean, it's like nice you get 8 poison tokens, but you don't need them. These herb tokens crack me up. They're like literally just herbs in a planta. So that's kind of cool. All right, so you get a whole bunch of stat cards. Um, looks like you get four. Wait, hold up. Basic counting. One, two, three. Yeah, you get four sets of them all in different languages. I think it's like it was on the box here. You get it in French, German, Spanish, and English. So I obviously am just going to use the English ones. I think this helps them like with distribution. Like they can just make the same box for every country and language. They don't need to be making separate boxes. So that's fine. I'm just going to throw these out, but it's kind of a shame, but whatever. So these are the cool foil cards. I guess these come in the like rival panel boxes or like special edition game night. I think there's like a Doctor Strange that was foil. Oh man, my camera does not like the foiling. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get it to work. Okay, there you can at least read it. I think my lighting is too harsh. Hold on, let me try and fix this. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's kind of dark. It's not all washed out. So I could just tell you that in person it looks phenomenal. It's not looking good on the camera, so I'm really sorry about that. But this like foiling they do is really cool. And I wish we could get it on more just like generic cards. Yeah, that's really nice. I don't really play with like Logan or uh like new who's with Logan? Sabretooth. So I don't really see the foiling too often. That's pretty sweet. So here's Killmonger. Makes me think of like a Magic or Pokemon card. Killmonger Usurper. Foiling. There we go. That's coming up okay. Oh yeah, I saw online that the digital version of Killmonger has a typo, but you can see the hard copy is correct. I think the digital one is like Crit Wild, which makes no sense with Pierce, but it's totally fine on the hard copy here. So no worries there. There he is with the broken mask. These look sweet. These are awesome. So now we have like I got 16 tactics cards, four in each language. We haven't covered these on the channel, so I guess I'm just gonna read through them really quick. They are posted on the AMG website under the Wakanda Rival Panel like product page, so you can go read them for yourself there. The first one is Trial by Combat. Look at that art. That's awesome. That's just Killmonger versus Black Panther at Warrior Falls. Like that is just epic. So what does it do? Wakanda card, an allied Wakanda character with an active leadership. May play this card during its activation. Choose an enemy character with an active leadership within three. The chosen character and the character that played this card roll dice equal to their stamina. The leadership of the leadership ability of the character that rolled fewer crits, hits, and wild results becomes inactive for the rest of the round. This is definitely a new thing. This is we've never seen any way to interact with leaderships at all, really. So this is really interesting that it's in Wakanda. So there's four leaders for Wakanda. Two of them have seven stamina and two of them have six stamina. So like you have a pretty good shot at winning that duel. And also if you're playing this during your leader's turn, which you have to, your leader can deal damage to their leader before playing this. So you can like get them down. You can get like a kingpin down to one stamina and then play this card and just turn off the double secure for the entire round, which seems pretty sweet. I don't know, seems pretty good. I don't think it does anything against Guardians of the Galaxy because the wing unit tokens are already out by that point. So that's a little unfortunate. Still a sweet card. I'm gonna try it out for sure. All right, what's up next? Pillaluna's Glory. Whoa, this is the first I've seen this art. Check it out. That's pretty awesome. It's Killmonger Victorious. Let me look at who are the other characters here. Looks like Shuri and the Dora Milaje, the like bodyguard women, are all pledging fealty to Killmonger. So this is obviously like Killmonger won the duel. All right. So he's now the king. So here's the card. Please work. There we go. Killaluna's glory. Wakanda active actions. This takes one of your actions. Uh, Killmonger may spend 3 power to play this card. Then he makes the attack shown above. Vengeance of the Betrayer God, range 3, 7 dice, mystic attack. And then after the attack is resolved, the target character loses power equal to the damage dealt. For each power lost this way, an allied character may gain 1 power. It's pretty good. We played by either Killmonger because it has their alter ego Endajaka. Uh, so this attack makes the target character lose power equal to the damage dealt, and then each power lost this way, an ally gains that power. Costs him 3. Interesting. I wonder, is this worth a tactics card? I mean, range 3, 7 dice, mystic. If you're doing classic Killmonger, you could get rerolls from his kill count tokens. And then you can fuel up an ally. You could like use this to daze somebody. Although, wait a second, I just realized if you daze them, this effect doesn't happen because they're dazed. They can't lose power at that point. So basically, you have to hit them, deal a bunch of damage, but not daze them in order to pass the power to your allies. And I think it's okay. It's okay. It's not phenomenal, but if you have extra slots in your roster and you plan on playing either Killmonger a lot, I think it's worth consideration. Now, synthetic heart-shaped herbs. So this is Killmonger creating his own heart-shaped herb to get the powers of Black Panther. Um, Killmonger is interesting because he gets the power of Black Panther, but his herb was synthetic, so it has like drawbacks that like mess with him. Oh man, this is not good. There we go. All right. Art is sweet. Just creating the herb, just taking it. I like the more purplish look to him there. So I think in the art they have him painted blue, which like blends in with the waterfall. So what does this do? Uh, it's an active card. Can be played by either Killmonger again. He can spend 1 power to play it. He gets poisoned. Okay, not a great start. But then he gets this superpower, Panther's Power. Costs 3 power. Choose an interactive terrain feature or an enemy character both of size 3 or less and within range 2 and throw it short. This can only be used once per turn. Okay, so it just straight up gives Killmonger a throw for the rest of the game. Uh, so it costs him 1 to play and 3 to actually throw, and he gets poisoned. So like you could play this turn 1, but I don't think you want to because that's using your power and then you're poisoned. I think it's like once you have 4 power, you go ahead and do this and then throw somebody. Is it worth poisoning yourself to get a throw? I mean, throws are really good, And Killmonger already does a lot of damage, like both versions, and this just does even more. And it gives him some control that he otherwise completely lacks. Like both versions of him have no control. Um, I think it's worth testing. I think I would rather play this than the last one, because the last one is just so like dice dependent and could not even like do what you want it to do. So like this one is like, hey, if I want the throw, I'm getting the throw, which is really nice out of a card. Poisoning yourself seems like an unnecessary drawback to be honest, but it is very thematic. Like Killmonger is poisoning himself to gain extra superpowers. So two cards for Killmonger, which is pretty sweet. All right, and then finally the last card. Holy moly, that art! Please show up. There we go. First try. Vast Blessing. So this is obviously T'Challa won the duel, so he's still the king. And his supporters look much happier than in the last card. It's the same people. It's still Shuri and the Dora Milaje bodyguards, and they're like cheering. They're much happier that he won. But like when it was you know Killmonger that won, they swore fealty, but they didn't want to. But now they're obviously happy that Black Panther won. It makes sense. All right, so what does this do? Vast Blessing. It looks similar to Killmonger's attack card. So I'm just gonna read it because the camera hates this. Wakanda card, active action. T'Challa may spend 3 power, so that means either Black Panther can play this card. Then he makes the attack shown above. It's a range 3, 6 dice mystic attack, power of the Mother God. And then before damage is dealt, place this character within range 1 of the target character. Okay, he gets a move off of it. And if you get 2 wilds, you get Hunter's Joy. Choose an enemy character within range 2 of the target character that has not been targeted by power of the Mother God this turn. This character makes a power of the Mother God attack targeting the chosen character. Okay, so Black Panther spends 3 power to make a 6 dice mystic attack that places him range 1 of the target. So just at that level, I think it's okay. But like both Black Panthers don't have mobility issues. Like classic Black Panther can just pounce, to get within range 1 of somebody, and then King T'Challa has a range 2 place to just be wherever he wants. So then really we want the like wild trigger on this, double wild Hunter's Joy. So like theoretically this could chain to like the entire enemy team if you're super lucky. And I think this is better with classic Black Panther because you can, use his leadership rerolls on this. But I would not count on that. It's like nice. I think it is cool that he could like pinball around the entire enemy team. Like he's like, I'm gonna pounce on you, and then I'm gonna pounce on you, and then pounce on you, and then back where I started. So I don't know. Uh, I don't think these cards are like super competitive, to be honest. I think they're really thematic, which is cool for what this product is. And then um like I think the one to see play is Trial by Combat. I think this is a really interesting tech piece to just take out those really good annoying leaders. Like the main one I think of is like Star-Lord, but I said like it doesn't affect him because the Winged token's already out. I guess it's really good against like Sam. Uh, because Sam only has 5 stamina and a really good leadership, so it's good on him. See, but if you do it on like She-Hulk, you could be rolling against 20 dice, so like you would never play it on her, but I guess you just don't take this then. I don't know. All these cards are cool, but maybe not competitive. I think both of the characters are very good though. Killmonger and T'Challa are great, and they're why I bought the box because I'm gonna bring them to a timeline event. Um, and I bought this, to show it to you guys to make sure you know what you're getting. So yeah, in summary, is this box worth it? Like, who would I recommend this to? Um, I I would not recommend this to anyone who's just starting out. Like, if you're brand new to the game and you see this video, I would get the classic Black Panther and Killmonger box because it's cheaper. You get like more straightforward characters. Like both of these characters are fairly complicated. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if you're like new to the game, you might want something easier. And I think both of these characters' leaderships require a lot of splash characters that are going to cost a lot of money to collect if you're just starting out. But for people, like me that have like 95% of the models of the game, I think this is a really good pickup because I mean it's the same reason as why new people shouldn't get it is because both of the leaderships are very interesting and do really cool things. For like the really deep dives, go see those videos. I talk a lot about the leaderships mostly in those. And I think it's cool these cards work with the classic versions of the characters. It's like maybe you could just get the tactics cards online if you wanted them and not the entire box. Um, so is it worth $100 just for the characters? Probably not, to be honest. Like they should really be like 40 or 50. And then the waterfall is phenomenal. It just is. It's awesome. I like the theme. The entire theme is awesome. My only gripe with the terrain is how the back is like unsculpted and you can't really use it in gameplay. But yeah, so that's the summary. Let me know if you guys want to see more stuff like this. Um, I can't do this all the time. I'm not like uh, sponsored by anyone or anything like that. So I just have to buy these with my own money. Which is fine. I'm probably gonna buy it anyways. But um, yeah, I might do this with the next X-Men wave now that we know that like Professor X is really cool. But this is one I just wanted to show specifically because it's unique. Like we only get this once a year. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Uh, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.